going on, people? I seen some information this morning in reference to a Republicans' poll numbers out in California surging. So I went and took a little bit of a look. I am extremely frustrated with scare tactic media, clickbait media. The headline's more important than the information media. And there's a ton of it on both sides. The left has plenty of it. There's a lot of influencers on YouTube. I used to actually really like to watch their channels, and I don't anymore because I'm tired of the clickbait crap. And then you click on it, watch the video, and it references nothing to do with what the headline was. And they all do it because they may start out with the best intentions, but eventually it's about views, growing the channel, and money, and maybe getting interviewed on a TV channel, kind of a thing. It becomes about them and about money. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Money does the same thing for a lot of people. My channel's never been monetized. It's been around for a few years. It morphed from what it was to what it is today. And I've never taken a dime from YouTube because that's not why I do it. And it drives me nuts when you have these clickbait assholes who all they can think about is more. They've become what they claim to fight against. And what they do is they do more damage than they do good, because when you have headlines that MAGA is falling apart, MAGA is coming around, or Republicans are disappearing, the Republican Party's in turmoil, or Trump's running scared, or whatever the headline is to get you to click on that video, it's bullshit. They're not going anywhere. And all they do is convince people that see what's happening, want to do something. All it does is convince them that, well, if they're falling apart and they're going away and they're not going to be a thing here soon, then I don't really have to do anything. Case in point, the sitting president in 2020 sent or called a group of his followers to the Capitol, had a rally, and convinced them to go attack the Capitol and try to stop the election, or what they called stop the steal. .6% of the electorate showed up and voted in that election. 66%. Knowing what he had done the previous 4 years, only 66.6% showed up. And if you still think the election was stolen, turn this video off. You're too stupid to hear anymore. Now come 4 years of Biden, we get to the next election. Only 65.3% show up. And of course, we had the one issue voters that decided not to vote or voted the other way because they, were all butthurt over whatever their one issue was. As we've seen with the ones that were bashing Biden before the election in regards to what Israel was doing to the Palestinians, which is genocide. They got out there, they protested, and I'm sure a lot of them didn't vote. Some of them probably even voted for the other. How'd that work out for you? How did that work out for you? It didn't, because he came back into office and helped Israel screw over the Palestinians, and now he's created this board of peace with the goal of raising the money to turn it into a resort. So how'd that work out for you? Good? We have farmers that were getting their asses handed to them during his first term that came back out and voted for him in the next election. And they're getting screwed again And I guarantee if he was on a ballot again in 2028, they'd vote for him again. These people will destroy themselves, their family, their farm. It doesn't matter. As long as they're racist, homophobic, transphobic, Muslim phobic, whatever their phobia is, they feel like it's being addressed. They will let themselves suffer as long as they see others getting worse. So when you see these clickbait headlines telling you that MAGA is tearing itself apart, MAGA is waking up, the orange pedophile is running scared, whatever the headline is, it's bullshit. While the number of people that are willing to publicly show their piece of shit, whatever it is, racism, homophobic, whatever their issue is, I'll give them one thing. They don't care who knows what a piece of shit they are. But you have a large portion of the ones that used to have their stickers and flags and shirts and whatever else that have put that all in the closet and taken all the stickers off the car and taken the flag out of the yard. They're still the same people. They just don't want their neighbors looking at them as that person. Especially now that, they do finally realize he's a child rapist. But they will still vote for him. There is a large portion of his supporters that are your neighbors. You don't realize that's who they are because they never talk about it. But they support everything he's doing. They're not going anywhere. They're not running away. Are there a few that have come to the light? I'm sure. But can you guarantee that they can't convince those same people of some issue that would get them to vote for him again? How many people in the South right now are suffering because of cuts to SNAP benefits or because the premiums on their insurance went through the roof, or whatever else they took away that hurt them? How many of those people do you think are going to walk into a voting booth the next time and vote Democrat? How many? I doubt seriously it will be enough to make a difference. These people will starve to death if it means getting rid of brown people, black people, Muslims, whatever they've scared them into believing is happening to their country. They will suffer to vote for that. And we have people out here doing clickbait headlines to make it look like the other side is dissolving itself. It's not going anywhere. They're still here. They're still voting. And just because the Democrats have won a couple of special elections in areas that they shouldn't have won, it's got Democrats clapping themselves on the back that it's working. But as you know, if you watch this channel, I am a firm believer that there will not be a fair midterm. They can't afford for it to be. Because if the Democrats win the House and the Senate, they don't just lose a House seat or a Senate seat. The orange pedophile pretty much guaranteed to lose his freedom. And his sycophants that are helping him now are guaranteed to probably lose theirs as well. What do you think they're going to do? The orange pedophile that called a group of his supporters to D.C., attacked the Capitol to stop an election, what do you think he's going to do? At the very least, he does the same thing again this January to stop their certification. But my view on it is they're already sowing doubt, claiming it's going to be rigged if they lose. They're already threatening to put agents around polling places to intimidate and scare people. They're already telling you out loud what they are planning on doing to keep this election from ever being legitimate. doesn't mean we don't go vote. No, it doesn't. And I'll be the first one to tell you, the two-party system in this country, there's not more than two parties. There's two parties that control everything. Stop it with the Green Party and all the other bullshit. The two parties that control everything in this country are going to destroy this country. But right now, that's the system we have to work within, as much as we hate it. And we have to vote for the side that's not going to destroy it completely. We can work to fix that once we fix this. So don't let this clickbait bullshit fool you or make you complacent. These people are not going away. They're not going away. They are not tearing themselves apart. They are not melting back into the woodwork. They are still here, the same ones. And we've seen they will shoot themselves in the foot, reload the gun, and shoot the foot again. They have no problem with that. As long as their anger issues are appeased. That's who these people are. That's who they will always be. Nothing changes that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Just know. Just know. We have to be out. We have to be vocal. We have to be loud. We have to prepare for the worst outcome and be ready for what we need to do, worst outcome, come November. Until then, we need to be out in the streets. Until then, we need to make sure everybody realizes they are not going away. We are not making them run. They are still there. Whether they're vocal or they're closeted, they're still there. This election is not a shoo-in. Everyone needs to go vote. And if you see an agent at the polling place, give them the finger as you walk by. Fuck them assholes. I'd be damned if I'll let anyone scare me from fucking walking into a voting booth. But that's the video. Stay strong. Keep the fight. That's all we got. Let them know we're here. Thanks.